Come one call to Lene's workshop. Been a while, huh? Well, so I have been super busy. Last time we checked in with you, Jeremiah was deployed and just coming back home. I had just finished up my surviving deployment series, and Jay came home, and literally from the moment he came home, things just started happening. This video is going to be my year in review of 2021. I think the last time you heard from me was back in March. And so while I put together my Christmas cards to send out to everyone, look how cute this is. Does a candy cane help? First, we went house hunting. I told you in a vlog before he left that I was supposed to be working on our house hunting. But we decided midway through his deployment that it'd be better for us to just do it together. Plus, I was going through a lot of different emotional things. I don't know if you picked up on some of the vlogs, but I was very lonely at some points, anxious at some points. I just really needed my family. So I went home, my sister came to visit me, and I just needed I needed to work on myself. Really, I really just needed to work on myself. So that kind of got put on the back burner. When Jeremiah came home, we went house hunting together. And for my birthday weekend, we went looking for my house. Back in March, we were finding houses that we fell in love with. I might do some clips in here. We put in 2 offers that weekend, but we put in an offer on the one house that I'm probably going to show you. And we got bought out. All cash offer. Well over our, we went in well over asking price, and then we got bought out well over the offer that we put in, if that makes sense without giving you too many financial details. So it was just like, it's just crazy. I found out later that it's because a lot of Californians and people that are like selling their houses over there for like millions of dollars are coming over here dropping easily $500K on a house. So people like us coming from New Mexico without selling a house and making a major profit in this seller's market, you either have to go somewhere where you can make a profit buying another house in a market that isn't as high as the one you left, or you just gotta wait it out. And so that's what we decided to do. But we did decide to buy our duplex. More on that later.
Celebrating Lene's birthday, of course. 23rd birthday. Been finally back from my deployment, so I hope you really enjoy this one. She got some classy wine today, of course, yes.
And this is just the first of many.
Yes, it's gonna be a full night of drinks. Very classy, yes.
Yes. We're at a place called Lenoir.
Yes, Lenoir. Yeah, look at the pretty Lene. Syndicate. This is really cute. I told you. This is really cute.
From Latif. For my best friend ever. Make sure you're recording. In that same weekend, my best friend came to visit me. And so she came along. She hopped a plane ticket to Austin from Jersey. Her birthday is 3 days away from mine. Literally same year, everything. She's just 3 days younger than me. We have been best friends tied at the hips since the 4th grade. And we had an amazing weekend. We shared our birthday weekend, our Jordan year, 23, okay? And got turned up. This will be my first panic room. How about you?
Yeah, first panic room.
I think the 3 of us, we're gonna be a power team.
I think we're gonna be fucking stuck.
Yeah, probably. Nishi Nish. Happy birthday, babe. You feeling old or no?
Yes,
23. What the hell are we doing? Really had a good time. April, we went to our first wedding of the year. We went to 3 weddings this year. Our first wedding was our good friends, the Hands. Very quick wedding. We missed the ceremony, but it was a very awesome time. In May, we went to our second wedding of the year, and it was Jeremiah's cousin who got married. And it was a beautiful wedding. We took a lot of family pictures. We went with Jeremiah's family and my mom, my new mom, and all his sisters, my new sisters. And it was just a beautiful time. It really was. I got fed so much. Like, everywhere we went, it was like a feast of food. We got fed every stop. Like, every stop we made, we were getting fed. And it just was something I never ever experienced before. You know, Jeremiah just came back from deployment and everybody missed him. It was just good for me to meet his side of the family. I had already met his mom and his sister and his auntie and his godson, but I hadn't met like a lot. Like, this time I was able to meet a lot more because me and Jeremiah have huge families. So yeah, but he never met my father's side, my father and my stepmom. So this time he went back. This time we was able to have dinner with my father. So he was able to meet him and my little brother Zach. And Nisha was there again. Of course she came. Nisha's always been like family. He finally got to meet my father. My father, I think it went very well. My father gave him very fatherly advice. So when we came back home, I flew. It was Spouse's Day. I got to fly on Jeremiah's aircraft, what he does in the military. He flies on the sea, or he flew. Now he flew. I didn't throw up, not once. I didn't feel nauseous. I was up and down, back and forth on the plane, like no problem. I really got to see what he was doing up there, you know. Now let's roll on into summer. For June, we went to go see my family in Arizona. It was a trip to Tucson, Arizona. This is where Jay got to see more of my family too. He met he already met my dad and my mom before, but we actually went on a trip together, so we just got to spend a lot more time on that side. My mom and my dad and my stepbrother and his wife showed up. We drove 8 hours down there. They drove 5 hours to meet us, and then my sister and my parents flew down, and we all just had a great time in Arizona. I don't think I have many pictures of that trip. Yeah, we just stayed in the Airbnb out there. It was a nice pool. Whoa, excuse me. Around that time is when I started interviewing for jobs to move out here to Austin. We always knew we was going to move to Austin. We just didn't know where we were going to live because the housing situation, kind of thankful that COVID allowed for a more Zoom-friendly environment. So that way I could get a job long distance. In July, I don't think we did a little bit for the 4th of July, but I think I really want to spend more time on my anniversary. So our anniversary is on the 7th, our 1-year anniversary, and this anniversary was so special to us because we had literally spent half of our first year of marriage apart, and it was very hard for me, for him, and just for our relationship. Not only, I mean, it wasn't our first deployment apart, right? But it was our first deployment married, and it was the longest deployment because the other deployments were only 2 months. This one was half a year. So we had spent literally the first half of our marriage apart. It was just like a very pivotal moment for us to finally be able to celebrate together. We got our rings updated. What I did was I set up professional pictures and I scheduled time for us to go to a bridal. Jeremiah went and ordered scheduled us for a hot air balloon. And if you know New Mexico, you know that's like they're known for hot air balloons. They do their hot air balloon festival every year. A lot of things happened in July now I'm thinking about it. Because it was our anniversary, we did all that for our anniversary. Got our rings updated, got our pictures taken. I moved to Austin first. The reason I abruptly moved like I did is because the apartment that we found, that we loved, for one, I found out I got the job, and they wanted me to start. So, my start date for my new job was July 19th. Then the apartment complex that we found, their moving date was July 13th, and the next available out here. I couldn't wait for Jeremiah and the military and regulations and all that. Like I had to get it. We had to get started. I rented this big old 26-foot U-Haul, and because Jeremiah wasn't able to final out until the very end of June, I drove that 26-foot U-Haul by myself for 8. I mean, it was supposed to be 8, but it ended up being 10 hours because I don't know how to drive a 26-foot truck. You know, all that stuff to settle into a new state. DMV appointments, registration, getting things set up for the apartment, all that stuff. Empty. I mean, it's actually mine now, so that's a thing. But not for me. For a tenant. It feels so huge now that there's nothing in it. So here we went back and visited our place because we had just closed on it. It was ours. We bought the unit we've been staying in and the unit behind us. So we were brand new homeowners, and we ended up buying the duplex we were staying in. And so we went back to visit it and get it cleaned up for some tenants to come and stay with us, or stay there, not us. Y'all, I went through this emotional period where I just was really missing my house because we downsized so we can get this investment opportunity going. And we downsized to this little apartment, and I was just missing my house. Like, I missed the space. I missed, like, literally that house was a pivotal moment for me where all of my achievements, everything I did as an adult started here in this apartment. So, I was feeling a little emotional. But anyway, we were taking note of some of the things that we need to get done. We wanted to rip up some of the carpeting. Literally, when we were there, instead of spending the night there, the back bathroom was leaking. The toilet was leaking, so Jeremiah was back there fixing it. We do want to replace the kitchen and completely renovate it and gut it out. Just a few things we want to get done. Some of the fencing needs to be replaced. So I'm showing you all that while I go through the house. In September, we had another wedding to go through. It was the Watkins wedding, and it was lit. We missed the ceremony on that too, but me and Jay were able to match, and we just turned up. It was a great time. In October, I went to Virginia Beach to visit my family. My sister Lola was getting ready to graduate. Was just out here in the world, doing grown adult things, and I hadn't seen her in a few years. And so me and my brother planned a sibling trip out there to go see her, and it was a great time. We just turned up, went to visit the beach. It was October, but it wasn't that cold yet. We still hit the beach. We still had some seafood. We still had a good time. Had some drinks, everything like that. And it was, when the kids get together, it's crazy. So it was a good time. Over Thanksgiving, we didn't do a lot. I cooked a little bit, but it was just me and Jay. So I did a little meal. Black Friday, Jeremiah got a bite. So there's that. Took advantage of some of those deals there. And I started the market research on one of the business ventures I'm starting. And I'll give you more on that as I know, because I'm still kind of in the middle of market research and registering. So I'll keep y'all updated on that. I don't want to mention too much, but that is the time frame that I started what I'm currently working on. And here we are in December. So my job did have a Christmas party. It was okay. Me and Jay went. They had axe throwing, which is something that's pretty popular out here in Austin. So I did that. I tried it. I had a few shots. And then, so I guess I'll talk about my Christmas plans. Plan on going to Vegas to see Usher. If you know me, you know that my first husband, has always been Usher Raymond IV. Okay. I love him so much. So we're going to go see him. He's performing in Vegas. And we're going to spend Christmas in Vegas. And next year, well, we'll see. I'm going to try to get this business venture up and running. Me and Jay have some business types of things that we have goals for that will keep you updated as we feel we need to. Just continuing to be blessed and prosperous. I do want to make some more friends out here in Austin because right now it's just me and Jay, and sometimes you get bored being up under each other. But I will say the biggest achievement we did this year is buying this house. And we're going to top it next year for sure. Tell me what your New Year's goals are down below. And cheers to 2021 and the new year.
Hey, nah, you get tired. 10, get tired. 11, 12.
You're not tired. You got this.
14, 15, 16.
think I'll bless you with a yes, or maybe even bless you with a name. Alright, I'll sing the real song.
Grab you a piece of that mac and cheese, babe. Ooh, sound like me.
Shut up.
Good decision. Oh yeah, I bet it is beautiful.